So you're probably sitting at home browsing the Louis Vuitton website trying to decide if you should get the Key Pouch medium or the Key Pouch small or maybe both. Well, if that's you, then stick around because I have owned these for a year and I have thoughts. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of owning these pouches. So make sure you watch before you buy. When I was using this pouch the other day, I realized that it's been about a year since I bought it. So I thought it would be a good time to look it over, see if there's any wear and tear, and just think about some of the pros and cons of these pouches, and then give the information to you so that it could maybe help you with your buying decision. I bought both of these pouches last year in February 2025, and I bought the small one first because I thought it would be a good replacement for my mini pochette accessoire pouches. And then a couple weeks later, I bought the medium. I decided to buy both of the pouches because in the scheme of luxury pricing, I thought the price was pretty reasonable. At the time, the medium was under $500 and the small was under $400. So if you're comparing these to other SLGs like the mini pochette accessoire, this is way less expensive. And if you're comparing this to some of the other pouches this size, this is also less expensive. I planned on using the small as a little wallet or a catch-all for my smaller bags, and I planned on using the medium for travel, like for cosmetics, or as a catch-all inside a larger bag. So that was my thinking when I purchased these. I've done reviews on each of these when I first bought them, giving the full details on each one, such as what fits inside. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to leave those videos below if you're looking for more information. Today I just want to focus on my experience using these over the last year, some of the wear and tear, and the pros and cons of each. So let's start with the small. When I first bought the small, I thought for sure this is the one that I would use the most. I thought it would become my everyday pouch, replacing my mini pochette accessoires because I love those so much. I automatically thought that I would love this. But that is not the case. The first couple of months after I got it, I used it a few times, but then I just found that it didn't fit as much as my mini pochette accessoires did. So I started gravitating back to my mini pochette accessoires. So this hasn't gotten as much use over the last year. So therefore, it does not have a lot of wear and tear. The zipper is just as smooth as when I first got it. There are some slight scratches on the keychain, but I mean, not awful, just very slight scratches from use. The inside doesn't have any wear and tear that I can see. There's no corner wear. And the fabric on the zipper isn't pilling, which I expect not to. The only wear that I do see on this pouch is, and I think it's because the canvas is a little thinner than the medium, but there's a indentation right there. You probably can't see it on the screen. If I rub my finger along it, there's an indent right there, and it's kind of big, and so it's not smooth like the back. I don't see any wear along the back. It's just like this big indentation on the front of the pouch. But overall, very little wear and tear on this. I've used this as a wallet slash catch-all. So I put my credit cards, my ID, lip gloss, keys. Sometimes I put the keys inside, sometimes I clip it onto here. I've tried to use this as a bag charm, but I just think it's too big for that and it kind of looks weird. I think I tried to clip it to my Neverfull and it just didn't quite work out. You can even clip it to your pants, your belt loop, if that's your thing. In terms of pros and cons, so the pros are, of course, this is coated canvas, so it's very durable. I don't feel like I have to be careful with it or baby it, even though I am someone that takes very good care of all of their personal items. It is versatile. So, like I was mentioning, I've used this as a wallet, as a catch all. You can use it as a charm if that's your vibe. It is small, but it does fit quite a bit. And if you clip your keys to the outside, it's just kind of an easy grab and go pouch. And like I mentioned earlier, this is a pretty good price for what it is in these days and times of luxury pricing. When I bought it last year, it was $365. I think it's gone up a bit now. So if you're looking for a reasonably priced luxury small leather good, then this might be one that you might want to consider. The quality of this pouch is really good. So the coated canvas, the key ring, the zipper. So I think this will probably last a really long time. And I just have a couple of cons for this. It's nothing major, but even though for a small pouch it does fit quite a bit, it doesn't fit as much as the mini pochette accessoire, so I find myself reaching for those more. Also, I wish this, I know it's a key pouch, but I wish you could remove the keychain from it. I think it would add to the versatility of this if you were able to do so, because if you don't want to use the keychain and you put it inside, it takes up a little more space. So those are like the only cons that I have for this. Now for the medium pouch. I use the medium pouch way more than I use the small one. I use this inside of my work bag whenever I go into the office. I go into the office once or twice a week usually, and this holds a lot of my smaller work items that I need to carry into the office. I also use this inside of my larger bags. This just serves as a really good catch-all for me. When I bought the medium, like I said, I was planning on using it as like a travel pouch, but it fits seamlessly into my day-to-day activities. I just find way more uses for this than I do the small pouch. In terms of wear and tear, I haven't seen any signs of wear and tear on this. The zipper is still smooth as ever. There's no corner wear, and I barely see any scratches on the hardware, which is a miracle because like I said, I use this all the time. So I feel like this has less wear and tear than the small pouch. And I also think that this is better quality than the small pouch. And I don't know if it's because it's a larger item, but I don't baby this either. I don't know. I just feel like after a year, it looks like when I first bought it. The pros and cons of the medium are going to be similar to the small. It's good quality. It's durable. It's going to last a long time if you take care of it. The price is reasonable. When I purchased it last year, it was $490. So I feel like I've been getting a lot of my cost per wear over the year. It's hugely versatile. So, because of its size, you can use it for so many different things. Travel, a catch-all inside of larger bags, a clutch. For the cons, similar to the small pouch, I wish you could remove the keys from here. I don't attach my keys to the outside usually, but if I do, I put the keychain inside. So that kind of defeats the purpose of having a keychain on the outside. And this isn't really a con, but sometimes when I'm using it, I wish it kind of stood on its own, similar to the Toiletry 26. But I realized that would change the whole design. So that's probably like a personal con for me. But I absolutely love the medium pouch. If I had to buy it all over again, I definitely would. If I had to buy the small pouch, I probably wouldn't. And that really pains me because I know so many people love the small pouch. If I didn't have 3 mini pochette accessoires, I'd probably use this more often and would like it a lot more. But because I do have those mini pochette accessoires, I find myself using those. But I'm pretty sure there will be a time and place, hopefully in the near future, where I will start using this more. If I don't, then I have lovely nieces that would love to get them. Overall, I think these are both really good pouches. I think the key is figuring out which one is best for you. For the small, I think this is best for someone who likes to carry smaller handbags because this will fit inside of your smaller handbags, or someone who's like a minimalist and doesn't like to carry a lot of things, or for someone who's looking for their first Louis Vuitton SLG. I think this is a reasonable price for that. It's a lot less expensive than a mini pochette accessoire. That mini pochette accessoire is now over $800 and this is around $400. So you do the math. This is a really good entry level SLG. And for the medium, I think this is best for someone who needs a catch-all for larger bags, or someone who really enjoys clutches. And also the medium can be transformed into a handbag. So you can definitely buy some type of insert with a crossbody chain and use this as a crossbody bag. So I hope this information was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. And you might be interested in this next video, and I'll see you over there. Bye.